Hey guys, Asher in here. So, ideally, I will show you how to beat this final boss. So sometimes he will follow that jump attack with a perilous sweeping attack, which is why, I mean, I want to say it's like 30% of the time. Oh, crap. And that has such a long wind up, you really shouldn't ever get hit by that. And he doesn't do like any thrust attacks, so that was just shame on me. Sorry, the only thrust attack that is reliable to count on. So, oh, he didn't do it this time. Usually if he uses his bow with 2 consecutive shots, he will always follow up with that wind up, like air gust attack. So he always ends that with that last crap, and he always ends with that as well. My timing was just really bad. So the second phase, I think it's kind of easier to duel him with a mix of dodge and weave. When he does that, you always just want to get behind him. You can do that either by sprinting like I just did, or you can dodge it. I used to actually have a better success rate just dodging it and getting behind him, but recently it's been better for me just to sprint around it. So when he does that, where he knocks you backwards like that, he's always going to follow it up with a thrust attack. And in this fight, it's pretty reliable to hit him 3 times. The next phase, you pretty much only want to hit him twice, because he does punish you 50% of the time, I'd say, for hitting him 3 times. And he pretty much always does a thrust attack. I was, okay, I can still capitalize on that. So pretty much every perilous attack he does will be a thrust, but he does do a sweep every now and then. So if you're unsure, you can always just, okay, so when he charges up like that, he sends out 2 waves like that, but they're always in the exact same place where the first one went. So it's pretty easy to capitalize on that by just sprinting up to him as soon as you see him wind up. Obviously you want to strafe a little bit, but you don't need to strafe after the first one lands, because the second one will always go exactly where the first one went. So honestly, you can always Sekiro counter that. Usually I do. Sometimes I do not feel comfortable. So you just kind of do what feels best to you. Crap. Didn't realize my posture bar was so high. Again, that one's usually always predictable. You do have to wait a moment. You can dodge that to get behind him, but it's hard timing, honestly. I think it's very sensitive. I feel like the window is very small, so most often I will just deflect it. So this phase, he always starts by doing that. You can capitalize on getting a few free hits, but like I said, this round you never want to do more than 2 hits ever. And for this strategy, most people will pretty much do what I'm doing. They just kind of run around. He does have a gun attack like that, and then and you can dodge all of that by just sprinting. And after all of his counters, I'd say combos, I'd say about 80% of the time he will end with a thrust. So, like that. So it's very predictable, easy, but yeah, that's crazy. But you don't want to get stuck countering all of his attacks, because it will break your posture when he does like a very long combo, which he does pretty frequently. So another reason why a lot of people like to just do this strategy. And I'm so often in the habit of just hitting him 3 times that I do it way too much this fight. Because like I said, so often you'll get very punished for that. And when he does that, if you don't get behind him, which I just failed to do, then he will always follow up with another attack. Usually he follows that gunfire up with that. Oh gosh, I did it again. I need someone just constantly screaming at me just to do it twice. But if you do get behind him, again, did it. Again, that's very predictable. Though I think last time after that thrust, I got interrupted before I got my second attack off. So it's probably safe just to attack the one time. And effing hey, I did it again. Oh. There we go, I learned. And I was in a bad position there. If you're in front of him, he will do that combo pretty much always, where he closes the distance very well. But again, this fight, you pretty much just punish him every time he leaps, or at least for the strategy. Oh, that hurt. Again, I hit him 3 times. One day I will learn. Alright, my lock-on got super weird there. But like I said, almost all... Okay. In a second, he's going to transform. Oh no, he doesn't transform. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the last phase. So it's always a good idea to pop an eel right here. You can counter his lightnings, and that's honestly the best thing to do. It does a lot of posture damage to him and a decent chunk of vitality. So you pretty much always want to if you can. But it's usually hard for me to predict, especially if I'm not close. I'm sorry, if I am close. If I have distance between the two, it's pretty crap. Like that. That feels super bad. So that's why I also like to keep some distance, because it's really hard for me to see it coming if I'm too close to him. I don't really recognize the windup. So if you're in a similar boat as me, then but it's the same idea. But I mean, the vitality damage you do on that when you deflect it is insane. So it's honestly the best way of beating him. Again, he does a Sekiro thrust almost every single time after his combos. And fun note, crap. Okay. Alright. Actually, I don't trust myself to use an heal lever. Okay. Firecrackers also work really well here on this fight. I forgot that is one of his new attacks. And my posture is way too high. You never want it as high as I have it. This is way too close here. Oh my gosh, guys, I did it. And you guys are all my witnesses. I won't tell you how many attempts I tried on this guy. Whew. That is amazingly satisfying. So yeah, that's my strategy. Basically, you want to duel him the first and second phase for the most part. Do a little bit of dodging and weaving the second. And then the third, mostly dodge and weaving, some poking. And then this last phase, pretty much all dodging and weaving, punishing him by countering his lightning, and punish him by getting behind him when he does those leap attacks. That's pretty much it. Good luck to you guys. Hope you guys don't struggle as much as I did.